Hi there, Toby here from Integral Meditation Asia. I'm just going to be talking a little bit about my course and workshop on finding enlightened flow, the ultimate relaxation and release from stress. So when I was originally thinking about doing this workshop, the idea was that I would be doing a workshop for people who are already meditating and are looking for the next stage of depth and profundity for their practice. So the idea was that it would be introducing the idea of enlightenment and how to enter into states of enlightened flow relatively quickly and relatively easy through your meditation practice. And because it's looking at that kind of somewhat deeper level of meditation, where we're really thinking about, well, how can I connect to a genuine enlightenment experience, I was thinking that probably the people that will appreciate it most will be the people who are already meditating. And you know, I've done quite a few online courses and workshops now that are looking at different aspects of meditation, and if you've done one of these, then you know this one really is how you can move your practice to the next stage of depth. The good thing about this course is that it's also an attempt to present a series of practices that give you contact to the enlightenment experience in a way that is very easy, that is very energy efficient, that is extremely relaxing. So the kind of big side effect of me having come up with the ideas for this workshop has been that actually, even if you are a beginner, these practices would be extremely pleasant and effective to engage in as a ways of dealing with stress, as ways of entering into states of relaxation. That would support your overall wish and desire to live a less stressful and more happy life. So when we talk about enlightenment, it's important to understand that this doesn't have any religious connotations at all. When I'm talking about enlightenment here, really what I'm talking about is the formless, timeless, spacious dimension of reality that is always present in every moment of our awareness, and that is just waiting there for us to discover it and start to access the power that it has to, first of all, again, allow us to enter into states of deep relaxation and regeneration. But then secondly, to allow us to allow our intelligence, our natural human intelligence, to start to function more effectively. It enables us to contact deeper levels of who we are and give us a more secure sense of self and ego. So I realize that for a lot of people, the idea of an enlightened person, the idea of an egoic person or an egotistical person are set up against each other in kind of a lot of paradigms. But really here, what I'm trying to do is show how the fundamental experience of the relaxing, open, spacious experience of enlightenment can be supporting and strengthening for our ego as we're going through the daily life. So we end up with a more effective, better functioning ego that is also more ethical, that is also happier, as well as entering into a state of awareness where we are actually going beyond the ego, or going beyond our traditional or everyday sense of the ego to a more expanded sense of self, a deeper, more open sense of what the self can be. So if you are you've been meditating for a while and you're really looking for a series of practices that you can integrate into your current meditation practice that are going to be very energy efficient, very easy to apply, and yet that are going to take you to that next stage of profundity, then this is definitely a workshop for you. Even if you haven't been meditating up to this point and you're looking for a series of practices that are deeply relaxing and deeply enjoyable to do, that do not require a lot of energy, they're very what I call ergonomically efficient, then this is also a workshop that you could try. If this is your first shout at meditation, then having prepared the materials and having tried them out, the particular innovations that I've created in this workshop in terms of meditation techniques, then they're not beyond a beginner. They have a lot of depth, which is why I've initially was thinking that it was for an advanced, more intermediate or advanced practitioner, because they're quite subtle and there's a lot of depth. But even if you were new to them, they'd still have that fundamental quality of relaxation and openness, open flow that would benefit anybody. Was there something else I wanted to say here about this workshop? There are essentially three main practices that I'll be presenting. How to enter into a state of enlightened flow through your body, through your physical body. So initially your focus is upon your physical body, and using that focus upon the physical body to enter into a state of enlightened flow. So entering into a state of enlightened flow through your physical body. Secondly, there is a way of entering into a state of enlightened flow through your mind. So focusing on your awareness of your mind, your thoughts, your feelings and so forth, and using that as a gateway to the experience of enlightened flow. The third type of practice that we'll be doing is how to enter into a state of enlightened flow using the focus upon yourself or your I. So you are using your I as a gateway to the experience of enlightened flow. You're actually using your ego itself as an entry into the experience of enlightened flow. So there are those. The foundation of the practices are entering through enlightened flow through the body, entering through the mind, entering through the I. And we'll be doing these practices, and you'll be provided with a full set of workshop notes, the recordings from the workshop, as well as studio recordings. So if, having watched this, you do feel you'd like to come along, then please do. We'd love to have you there. Okay, thanks very much.